a little bit more fashion forward.
You can say it.
Anyways, it's okay. But a lot of the things that we get first is just because, first of all, we're a very major city and we're a very international city. We tend to see a lot of the fashion trends that will eventually get to the entire nation, but we tend to see it a lot quicker and a lot faster, which only makes being a jeweler a little bit more challenging. Because the women in Miami, they know how to dress, they know their jewelry, they know their fashion, they come to their jewelry shows in to the T, dressed from top to bottom. When I started Premier, I had little jewelry bags, the little Premier bags that your jewelry comes into, and I would start my shows by passing around little jewelry bags and saying, everybody take off all their jewelry so they can try on Premier jewelry, because what I realized was nobody ever tried their jewelry on. And it was really daunting because I kept saying, try on the jewelry, and they were like, it's nice. Try on the jewelry. And what I realized was it's because they already had earrings and they had necklaces and all their arm candy and they had all their stuff put on. So I had to kind of change for that. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the fashion and the way to kind of make yourself a little bit more of an expert so that when you're up there and you're talking about jewelry, people can kind of believe what you're saying. In order to do that, though, I think we need to step back one step before we talk about fashion tips and talk a little bit about who we are. And we have to remember that we are the brand of Premier. When we're in front of someone, presenting them, whether we're at the grocery store or whether we're at a show, we could be the only Premier they'll ever see. So think about that when you go to get dressed in the morning, when you go to run to the grocery store, when you go to pump gas. I know. So the way that I'm going to kind of say it is, how are we branding Premier? How are we using the brand that is Premier? Honestly, Home Office has done an amazing job. When you look at all of our materials, you look at our catalogs, and you look at our jewelry, and you look at the marketing plans, and even the flip thing that we use for OP. It's marketed and branded very well. You look at it, the logo is a beautiful written logo. Premier's already done that for us. So since Premier has done that for us, how are we doing that for our customers? How are we being Premier for our customers? So think about a team logo, okay? I'm a huge Miami Hurricanes football fan. And I, from September to December, watch my game every Saturday, and with full-on Hurricanes gear in green and orange. I wear my Olivia, all of my orange, all of my green. But I love the Hurricanes, and when people see me, they know that I'm going to wear that. It's the same thing when you're wearing your Premier jewelry. Should people be able to look at you and know you're a Premier jeweler? Yes. Does that mean at every point? Yes. Does that mean when you're in the line to drop off your kids at school? Yes. Think about that, okay? Think about the long worth of that. Think about the beauty and the wonderful repercussions that little bit of extra time might give you, okay? Recognize your worth is the first thing, okay? You need to recognize your worth. You need to recognize that you are worthy of being not only a creature in God's masterpiece, but a jewelry lady. You are worthy of that. You have worked really hard to be a jewelry lady. Be a jewelry lady, okay? There's nothing to be ashamed of. You are your own proprietor. You are your business. Be proud of that, okay? Every time you leave the house, you gotta look like a jewelry lady. This is really hard for me. I have 5 kids and I homeschool. If I could, I'd be in PJs, okay? I can't. Number one, because I live in Miami, and honestly, no one wants to wear sweatpants in 90-degree weather. But I need to look like a jewelry lady. But what does that mean? What does it mean to look like a jewelry lady? We always laugh because we go to rally and it's like, oh, the typical jewelry lady. Okay? You are the typical jewelry lady. You are the typical jewelry lady. Your person is the jewelry lady. Not the person that you see in the videos or the trainings or your 4-diamond designer. You're not all going to be Cindy. God help us. You are the woman. So be confident. And how can you do that? Okay. I live in Miami. I don't wear a coat. You do. Okay? You do wear a coat that you can be proud of. I will leave it at that. All right? So, coats, and then the other thing is a purse, and the other thing is the shoes. You guys live in Ohio. You're going to have to wear boots. You're going to have to wear snow gear. You're going to have to wear a scarf and a hat and gloves and mittens. What is that going to look like? Okay? And you all know, you can all nod your head. You know what I'm talking about. Okay? Go out and buy a pair of Uggs that are kind of nice and wear that. Go buy those cool little rain boot things that I wear all the time because it rains all the time in Miami. Get a coat maybe that has some color. Wear a neutral so that you can throw on a coat that has some color. I am, as Emily knows, I am a purse snob. I love color in my purses. I have orange and purple and green and yellow and red, and I love color in purses. And I think it does a huge thing to your esteem to wear a nice colored purse. Forget the black. Get a really nice bright color for spring and enjoy it. Okay? Use the basic colors on yourself and then jazz it up with accessories. No sweats. Always earrings. Always earrings. And put on some lip gloss. Dude, put the lip gloss in your coat. You guys have built-in pockets. Okay, I don't have pockets in my palazzo pants. You have built-in pockets. Put the lipstick in your coat. Put a pair of earrings that you love. I have 4 pairs of Mackenzie. They are literally everywhere. I have them in the tray of my car. I have them in the tray of my bathroom. Whatever you like. Get a few pairs and throw them on. Put them in your purse so that if you forget to put on earrings, you can hear my voice. I got to put on earrings. Okay? Do it. All right. But I'm going to challenge you because we go back to the sweats. Why do you put on the sweats? Because it's comfortable. I know. So don't buy clothes that's not comfortable. Why do we do that as women? We do that as women. We buy these clothes that think, oh, they're going to be great. And then you look at it and you're like, seriously? I don't like that. It's tight and my arm doesn't like it. Don't do that. Buy comfortable. Okay, look. These are palazzo pants. Everyone needs to have palazzo pants, no matter what size you are. It's like putting on sweats. They're nylon. Okay? They're awesome. Just throw them on. Yeah, they do not come in fleece, but great opaque tight. You're doing great. But, you know, why do we wear what we wear? Because it's comfortable, so make your wardrobe comfortable. Okay? Take the time to look the way that you want to promote business. So that goes into your hair, that goes into your face, and that goes into your nails. It's just a reality of our business, ladies. It's just the reality of our business. Your hair, your nails, your face gives off a certain look, okay? This isn't a prejudice, this isn't anything, it's just the way that you look, okay? So if you're not a big hair person and you can't do the stuff in your hair, get a hairdresser that's gonna work with you and get a good hairstyle, okay? I bit my nails up until I literally became a jeweler. My nails are short. I have destroyed my nails with shellac and acrylic and all this stuff. I just keep them clean and short. It's just the reality of life, okay? My face, I wear makeup. I was telling her, I literally got my sister and another friend of ours to teach me to do a 5-minute face. because my biggest thing is concealer, because I always have dark circles under my eyes. Literally 5 minutes, that's all it takes, okay? And hair right now is all about the tousle look and all that. I love your hair, man. I keep looking at your hair over there. That red.
She's a hairdresser.
Oh, I love it. All right. So, everything you are or do should reflect Premier. You're muting yourself so that your jewelry shows. But you don't want to mute yourself so much that you don't show. Because you're selling yourself. I tell my jewelers and I tell my hostesses, the jewelry sells itself. If I can get you in front of my jewelry, you're going to buy my jewelry. I have no doubt in the world. I need to get in front of you. And the only way I'm going to get in front of your friends is if I sell myself. And what are we selling? We are selling a brand that is Premier. And I know what's going to happen. You're going to put on the sweatpants, you're going to throw on a shirt, and you're going to find that one woman that you've been trying to book a show with for months at the grocery store. And you're like, oh. And then you're avoiding her in the grocery store. I know you all have done it. You're avoiding her in the grocery store. Don't do that to yourself. Rip yourself up and find that woman and be proud of who you are. So that's my spiel about being a woman. All right, so.